Muchas gracias por estar aquí con ustedes, como siempre. Me gusta mucho Lawrence. Yo conozco a Lawrence como casi 20 años. I know Lawrence for about 20 years. I'm really glad to be here. So I'll kind of deliver this in 2 languages if you don't mind, okay? So, mi primera historia fue la guerra de Vietnam. En la guerra de Vietnam yo tuve como 21, 22 años. In the Vietnam War, I was about 21, 22 years old, and all of a sudden I developed this mental illness. Un día desde condición psiquiátrica. Nunca fui lo mismo. I was never the same. Lost and disorientated. I had como una desorientación en la calle que no puede entender cómo la gente sienta a mí, como yo siento por ellos. I didn't understand how I felt with people or how they felt with me. People say, well, how do I know if I have a mental illness? Siempre la gente pregunta, ¿cómo yo puedo saber que yo tengo una enfermedad mental? Muy fácil. Very simple, okay? Easy to get hurt. Tan fácil a tener dolor, hurt. Hay mucha confusión. There's a lot of confusion, hurt, confusion, and tired. all of us that have these psychiatric conditions, we're tired all the time, you know, because the brain's on overdrive. El cerebro está como un motor. ¿Sí? Es imposible cerrar de pensamientos. It's almost impossible to shut down the thoughts. And so, you know, most people, they don't know that. What happens is they just kind of act on impulse, right? You know, nobody ever said, well, maybe you've got one of these conditions, you need to slow it down. Nadie, a mí, posible por ustedes también, nadie va a decir, ustedes tienen que ser poco más cuidado porque ya tú tienes un cambio en su cuerpo, en su cerebro. You've got a change in your body or in your brain. So ever since then, what I do is I just do the opposite, right? I try to stay, you mentioned it earlier, stay out of risky situations with risky people. You know, yo voy a cuidarme, yo no voy a tomar riesgos con gente ya que hacer peligro en mi vida, que tomar decisiones malas. I don't want to be around people that are going to make bad decisions, right? My decision-making process is a little clouded, right? So, you know, when I think I'm doing great, sometimes I'm homeless and barefoot, right? And I'm drinking too much, or I'm just out there too much on the street. So yo estoy cuidándome para tener protección de yo no voy a tomar decisiones malas, okay? That's the secret, I think, to living with mental illness. But one thing one thing I find strange, in this particular political climate, everybody's looking for what's wrong. You know, everybody's complaining about the heroin addiction. Everybody's complaining about, you know, the crime. And everybody's complaining about this and about that. Ahora todo el mundo está quejando del crimen, de problemas con adicciones y todo. But, you know, here we have a solution. Here we have a solution. Tenemos una solución aquí con este clubes. You know, I'm always amazed. I always believed that the day, I know it's too much of a dream to ask for, but the dream we would have a free and sober social club on every street corner like we got a darn bar and tavern, you would see a big change in America. Cuando tenemos un club social como este, en cualquier rincón en todos los Estados Unidos, vamos a tener un cambio. Tan fácil. But you know, we're out there, we don't see it. And you know what we do in mental health. ¿Qué hacemos en salud mental? De veras. What we do in mental health is really simple. We sit in a place that's safe, sober, and secure, and we talk to each other and we process things through. En salud mental, solamente es tan fácil. Vamos a sentir juntos, vamos a hablar, vamos a hacer una comunicación y vamos a tener niveles nuevos de estabilidad. We'll have stable levels that we can reach. And it's not too hard. This takes place persona a persona, person a person. That's how this takes place. There's not going to be some magic bullet, some magic pill, some magic thing. We have to every day of the week. No hay una castilla, no hay una medicina que es un milagro. Solamente necesitamos hablar persona a persona. And with this, that takes the miracle. Then, you know, I find out. Yo voy a decir una cosa. La gente que participaron más en el programa, the people that participate more in the programs that we attend. And I believe in these programs. I attend these programs. I attend these support meetings myself. I'm not some guy out there doing this. I'm doing this for me, right? I'm not doing this for somebody else. I'm doing this to keep me under wraps. Yo estoy haciendo por mí mismo. Ser un poco más rapado. I don't know how you say wrapped, but in Spanish. But I'm trying to keep me more wrapped. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this as some big gift for people. So I want to take time to thank each and every one of you here, because that's a contribution we can make. It's not a big bang. It's not a big explosion. It's just every day we meet somebody, we process with them, we get them through, we meet somebody else the next day, we process with them, we get them through. That's all there is to life, folks. And I'm going to tell you right now, yo voy a decir una cosa. You know, America's looking for solutions. But if we would have started, most of us, when we were young, if we would have started with places and programs like this, and people who outreached with us when we were young and in high school, many of our young people, all they needed was just a couple of little tips. So, solamente somos unas palabras. That's all it takes, folks, just some words. And that's how we get to the next place. What's the place we're trying to get to? Sane, stable, safe, and sober.